Welcome to Lost in English， 这句英文跟你想的不一样。我们用轻松的聊天方式，陪你一起学会生活中最常见的英文片语及惯用法。I'm Shirley。And
I'm Jena。
今天我们要介绍的片语是 get someone's head around something。虽然在字面上感觉是跟头部有关系，但是在对话当中，它其实有一个抽象性的用法，是跟了解某件事情是有关系的哦。所以我们先来听听一段对话，看看你能不能猜出这个片语的真正意思。Are you almost done with those forms?
Not even close. I can't get my head around these instructions.
Let me help. The first section is actually the hardest part.
Thanks. I just needed someone to make sense of this for me.
So what does get someone's head around something mean here, Jena?
So to get someone's head around something means to mentally process or fully understand something that is complicated, confusing, or surprising.
在这个片语里，动词 get 本身有让的意思，名词 head 则是有头脑、脑部的意思，而 around 是有围着某个东西的概念。所以当我们说 get someone's head around something， 就可以想象某一个人的大脑围着某个东西不停地转动，像这样的感觉。所以当它变成是一个抽象性用法的时候，就可以用来表达像是理解啊、弄懂啊，甚至接受某件复杂、难以置信的事情。所以就是我们中文常说的想通或者是搞懂某件事情的意思咯。Alright, so Jena, was there anything about Taiwanese culture that took you some time to get your head around?
Oh, yes, there was. There was one thing specifically. How quickly small talk got very personal. So in the US, we tend to be a bit more private with small talk. So it was not only surprising, but hard to understand why it was okay to ask certain things to people that you don't know that well in Taiwan.
Oh, wow, certain things. Do you have an example? I would love to hear the story.
Yeah, so a conversation with a coworker would start like, do you have a boyfriend? Do you want a Taiwanese boyfriend? I know somebody.
That is such a typical Taiwanese question. How old was coworker back then?
Exact same age as me, which was weird. I would expect that from someone older than me.
Yeah, I would have expected that to come from someone in our mom's generation, right?
Oh my gosh, it's such a mom question to ask. It showed me that we tend to be a lot more private, though, in the US when we talk to each other.
Right, so you don't talk about this kind of thing when you make small talk with someone in the US, right?
I mean, not usually. Some people share some things about themselves, something like your relationship status, or another one was your weight. These are usually things you talk about with family or close friends.
Yeah, so I think most Americans take privacy seriously, right?
Yeah, especially not at work. Work is work.
在我们讨论下个主题前，想在这边提醒一下大家，如果觉得语速太快或者是太慢，记得可以随时在 Apple Podcast 或是 Spotify 的播放界面调整你想要的语速哦。那我们就回到今天的主题咯。
In the US, we love our personal space. I take many business trips with my coworkers. And when we travel, we each get our own hotel room. Is that similar in Taiwan?
Well, unfortunately, as far as I know, especially with smaller companies, you usually have to share a room with your coworkers or even your boss sometimes.
Doesn't that make people uncomfortable? For example, what if your coworker snores? What if they talk in their sleep? Or what if they get up and they sleepwalk? They walk around when they're sleeping. Or what if you have a really long nighttime skincare routine that you don't want to share?
Right. I would be so embarrassed or I feel so awkward if that were me. And I don't know, I guess most bosses in Taiwan don't really think twice about it. Yeah. And my brother actually told me once that he had to share a room with his manager, which made him feel pretty uncomfortable.
No. That would be so stressful.
Yeah.
If it's something budget related, if it's money related, that makes sense. But I really feel like based on the people I work with now, if you asked us to share rooms, we would pay our own money just to have our own room. We are not going to share.
Yeah, that's exactly how I know you guys feel about business trips.
Well, like in my current job, when we go on these business trips, we are stuck in meetings from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Right.
We rarely leave the hotel except for maybe a quick team tour. So it's a lot of work and only a tiny bit of fun when we're doing it.
Right. Would you call it a conference, maybe? I feel like that's how you guys define the word conference.
Yeah, kind of. More like a conference than any fun work trip or anything like that.
Right.
Not that conferences can't be fun, but the way we do it, it's a lot more work and a little less play.
Yeah, that's a bit different in Taiwan. A
Mhm.
lot of companies plan or used to plan trips for employees just for fun.
Mhm.
Some even that you bring your family actually.
Mm.
And it used to be really common, but not so much anymore.
Mm.
And I guess companies are trying to save money. And then
Yeah.
we used to call it like a 员工旅游 in Chinese.
Yeah. I know some companies in the US used to do it too. And just like Taiwan, it's not as common today.
Yeah.
Which is a little sad to me. I wish we had more fun company trips that we got to do.
Right. But like, would you guys actually prefer that? Like spending so much time, so much personal time with your coworkers?
Well, I mean, for me personally, the answer is no. I think quite a few Americans, we like a clear separation between work and
Right.
our personal lives. It's kind of like I spent 40 hours this week with you and we need to hang out on Saturday too. I want my Saturdays to myself.
Yes. So that's kind of like a social habit that everyone just knows but doesn't
Mhm.
really talk about it, right?
It definitely is, yeah. In general, we like our coworkers, but work is work and our personal lives stay separate from that. It is very individualistic. It really is. It's very like, I want to do my own thing.
Yeah, I can totally see that. And, this does create spilly, right? All right, before we finish this episode, let's quickly review today's key phrase again. To get your head around something means to finally understand or accept an idea that seems a bit strange or hard to believe first.
Exactly. Whether it's personal questions about boyfriends or sharing a room with your boss, it's just a lot to get my head around.
Right. And then we hope you can get your head around all the stories we have shared on this podcast show so far. Thanks for listening, and we will catch you next time. Bye. 如果你觉得今天的内容有趣而且很有帮助，也欢迎到 Instagram 搜寻输出英文，里面有更多文化的相关英文学习内容，别错过咯。那我们就下集见咯。